media. You list your special areas of expertise, and I love this: gore, pornography, and cannibalism. And you write those extensive novel-length little booklets that are included whenever Severin releases a new Blu-ray. So please declare your loyalty.
Bird is the word, Joe Bob.
Team Argento?
Yes.
Okay.
It is simply the first cohesive, unique Giallo film. I may be.
Save it for just a minute, Claire. I know you're Team Argento, but I have to ask you, since you're an expert.
What up, William?
In gore and cannibalism, the turtle scene in Cannibal Holocaust, yes or no? This is a big issue here.
Yes or no? That's not my
turtle
question.
scenes.
What does that mean?
Yes or no?
What am I?
Ruggiero Deodato.
I'm not totally sure what the question is.
The question is, should he have done the turtle scene?
Jesus. I mean, I don't think you should vivisect the turtle.
Okay.
I do think that the things that go on in that movie.
What's everybody doing tonight?
Make it what it is, and we have to deal with this now. You know, if I could get into a time machine and go back and save the turtle, would I do that? I don't really know. But you don't know in our history, and I can't interfere with our history. Save the turtle.
How about the woman impaled on a stick?
I believe
what up, Noodle?
Has been said about her complicatedly sitting on a pike with like.
Yeah, Joe Bob's doing a battle for the Black Glove, which is a pretty cool concept. He has like a little like lineup of different like horror critics and enthusiasts on like a little panel drinking Lone Star, and they're showing, I believe, Bird with the Crystal Plumage and Blood and Black Lace is the other title, I think. They got Troy Haworth on there, who is an author, as well as he does a lot of commentaries for like a lot of Italian movies and stuff like that. Pretty cool, honestly. Yes, it is on Shudder.
And 3 volumes just on Giallo films, all the way from Johnstown, Pennsylvania. All I can say, Troy, is that you are monstrously overqualified for this show. But please just.
It's pretty cool.
Oh, Team Mama. Of course, I'm saying.
Of course, Mama. Okay. Now, didn't you say at one point that it was Mama Films that brought you to horror in the first place?
No internet. What the hell? No internet. That is some wild shit. I don't even know. I haven't had no internet in. Oh my God. When's the last time I didn't have internet? Like 2007 or something like that? It was a long time ago. I don't even think I literally don't think I can survive without internet these days. What up, Brian? Trash. Howdy. The phone is my link to the world. That is some wild shit, buddy. But hey, I mean, I'm sure life is a lot simpler, a lot more chill. Sometimes I do feel like I'm on the internet too much. I remember, like, I've talked about this a lot, but I remember when I was fresh out of high school, I didn't have like a job or anything. And I think I still had internet, but I didn't. Yeah, I definitely had internet, but I wasn't like part of YouTube or Facebook or anything like that. I just kind of used it to like stream Netflix or something like that. But I remember having so much like time to just not be distracted. I just watched a ton of movies and played a ton of games and didn't really get so distracted. I think the internet definitely has hurt our ADHD. He's actually, Sam, you were the first employee hired by Shudder, I think, 10 years ago, after studying film at the State University of New York, which is known for its film program, and then you were working for Fangoria, and Sam is the guy who finds movies for this show as the head of programming, and increasingly produces and executive produces movies that become Shudder originals. So, welcome, Sam. Declare your loyalty.
It's crystal clear, Joe Bob.
I should probably turn this down. Give me a second.
So we're going to get started with our debate at the next break, and I'll go over the rules, and we'll start arguing as only horror fans can argue. But first, I want to get a quick 1, 2, 3, 4 of why everybody on the panel thinks we're
I live in the middle of nowhere, work 8 minutes away, and have a huge DVD collection. I mean, that does help, does it not? That's a pretty helpful thing there. What state are you from? Find it awfully an awful coincidence that it is Italian Horror Month and Joe Bob just happens to do Battle for the Black Glove with 2 Italian horror films. Like 700 population. Jeez. Georgia, down south. Pretty cool. I've been to Florida and I used to live in South Carolina for a bit, so I've been south. Where I lived in South Carolina was called Anderson, South Carolina. I don't really know what it was around though because I was really young. The new 22 shots. The which one is that? The Italian one, or are you talking about the Halloween one, or the Mammoth episode 300? Oh, that's cool. The Italian, cool. Yeah, that was a fun show. Those movies, I don't know if you've seen those movies before, but they're all pretty good. But 2 of them are really weird. Even Red Queen Kills 7 Times is weird in its own way, but yeah, there's definitely a lot of like oddball shit that happens in those movies. But that was a good first show. I enjoyed it. Next week is Fulci, volume 3. Is it 3 or 4? No, is it volume 4? I think. Yeah, I think it's volume 4 for Fulci, which is pretty cool. We're doing the Murder Rock film. We are doing Enigma and Manhattan Baby, which I've not seen 2 of those. I think Moods said he would want to do the live video with me, but we're gonna do it on his channel, but he hasn't responded. So it's possible that if he gets on, he will join, or we will go over to his channel. How many years and years is my question to you? Because we've had we've had people come and go. There's still a few like super OGs that started listening like when we started, but those guys are definitely few and far between these days. We have a lot of people that listen for like 7 years or 8 years, 6 years. But yeah, I enjoy doing the show. So always cool to hear how long somebody's been listening to us for. Good Lord. Let me try to do something real quick. I assume that many people are around tonight. Usually have a few more people in here, but all good. I really need to start announcing these before I do them so people know. What is this top fan thing? Oh, look, we have top fans in here. William Blasco is the top fan. How about that? I don't even know how, like, let's say Moods was going to get on. I don't even know how do you even, like, invite people to join you? They've changed so much with this stuff. Okay, I think you could do it a different way. It was nice to see you pull off the 31 days of horror this year. Yeah, man, it was it was tough. I only had about 8 videos pre-recorded, man, and it was just like I just like gritted it out. There were definitely days where I got home from work and did not feel like watching a movie. Like I had to like I had to dig deep towards the end there. I was struggling, man. I was struggling. But you know, having a little bit more of a consistent schedule has helped this year. Whereas like in years past, I've had like crazy schedules where I would work like, you know, from 7 a.m. to like 3 p.m. one day, and then the next day I'd go in and work 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. Or like some years I was like working the overnight and then day shifts like 2 days later. So this I'm pretty much like a 9 to 5 Monday through Friday schedule right now. So that's definitely helped with it. But what's up, Blu-ray Addict? How's it going, bro? The January, February catch ups were cool too, though. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, I there was like a lot of cool movies this year that I checked out. I cannot believe that it's my 14th year doing it, though. That is like kind of crazy that it's been that many years. So yeah. What's your favorite movie of the year so far? Mine is The Long Walk. You know what, man? I don't want to say my favorite movie because obviously, like, we're gonna do a top 10 show on that. But I'll tell you some of my favorite ones in no particular order. And I still have a lot to watch, so my list can definitely change a ton. But right now, I would say some of my favorites is like Bring Her Back. I thought that one was really creepy and cool. I like their first feature a little bit better, the Talk to Me, but I really like what those guys are doing in horror. Um, I watched Him last night, and I thought that one had a ton of potential. I really liked Marlon Wayans in the film and the lead actor. Um, it felt like it was so close to being a great movie, but it ended up just being like decent. So that's one that I wish was better. Other movies that I really enjoyed, I actually really liked Heart Eyes. I thought that one was a lot of fun. What other stuff did I like? I liked okay, moods. I don't know how to do that, but from what if you want to move over to your channel, dude, I'm down. I'll end mine and we can go on your channel. So from what I understand, it says tap to create, tap so tap your create button on your live thing, tap edit, select your video and broadcast settings, then toggle on go live together. From invite a co-streamer option, choose an option to invite your guest, and then your guest can click the link and be sent into the waiting room. So if you want to try to do that, invite me over. We could do it on your channel. You have a much bigger audience, obviously. So if you want to do that, we could try to go live. So tell me if you figure it out, because they kind of changed this shit a little bit. I don't really know how it works anymore. Other movies that I really liked were, I liked Sinners. Sinners was a really surprising watch for me. I thought that one was phenomenal. And I even watched some like videos and stuff about it later on, and they pointed out some stuff that I missed that made me even like the movie more. I actually might even give that one a rewatch before the end of the year, which I normally don't do. But yeah, that was a really solid one. Trying to think what else even came out. Let's see here. Let me set my letterbox to release dates. Black Phone 2, that one was really solid as well. I liked VHS Halloween. Thought that one was pretty fun. I actually did like 28 Years Later a bunch. I'll tell you the worst movie I saw this year in the theater. That was Hurry Up Tomorrow. That movie was horrible. Final Destination Bloodlines was pretty fun. The Ugly Stepsister was really good. I actually need to see. I'm like very behind on new films, so I'm gonna have to like get on the grind pretty soon. If we're gonna have a top 10 list. It's possible that we will be moving over to the Moods' channel if we can figure it out. So if you guys are not subscribed to Moods, definitely do so. But I imagine everybody in here is. I still need to see The Long Walk, though. I'm pretty curious on that one. Ever since I started paying attention to YouTube, maybe been watching 10 or more years. Time flies. Wow. So yeah, you're a pretty OG, bro. VHS Halloween was pretty damn good, as well as Bloodlines. Yeah, I thought both were good. And I really love that like Tony Todd send off. Like that was pretty amazing. I really, really liked. I mean, he knew that he like the way he just spoke his lines, like he knew. I mean, he was super thin and stuff. So that was such a incredible thing for them to do. I watched a new Toxic Adventure the other day and wasn't the biggest fan of it. It felt too digital, and aside from some good gore, it felt a little tame. Honestly, bro, I did not like Toxic Avenger very much at all. It felt like it was trying to be like a low budget trauma film, but with a budget, and it just didn't work, man. I thought it was, honestly, I don't want to say bad, but it was close. It was close to bad. Not I mean, it's kind of weird because like I'm not even the biggest fan of the Toxic Avenger. It's not my favorite trauma movie. I do like it, but it's not like I don't have like the nostalgic love for it like a lot of other people do. So I didn't even have that bias thing going on. But the original Toxic Avenger is so much better than this remake. It's like not even close. We need to. I don't know if Moods is able to do this, but I will see. Yeah, so that one is live. All right. But Mike Moore, always comment, but congrats on 300. You guys always knock it out of the park on the pod. Not sure how late I can stay up for the stream. Have to work 10 hours tomorrow, but cheers, guys. Oh, that's brutal, bro. I know. I've been there, man. It's and especially on a Saturday too. You know, it's just like I feel so privileged at this point in my life because I spent literally like 12 years working weekends, like often. Like, I mean, I would never even get a whole weekend off usually, but like even when I got a day on the weekend, it was like Sunday, like maybe 20 times out of the year, something like that. And now I'm finally able to be off on the weekends, and it's amazing. I love it. I haven't had a weekend off in 13 years. No shit. That is rough, dude. What up, Andy? Dog. What up, yo? We might be going over to Moods' channel here in a minute. 13 years. That's that. I mean, that's rough, dude. That like I don't know what kind of work you guys do, but that just like, man, that's like, I mean, I guess if it doesn't like if you don't do things on the weekend, I guess it doesn't really matter. Like for me, the problem was I always like whether it was friends or like family or just like I just never had a ability to find like hang out, and that was rough. Um no vacations? That's crazy. No vacations is rough. Meat cutter weekend is where it's at. Okay. I mean, so you're a butcher. I assume that's what that is. Um I feel like that job would gross me out a lot. And I love meat. I love like steak is my favorite food. So but I feel like cutting it myself often would be weird. Like I always wanted like I love venison, but I like I can't I don't want to kill a deer. It makes me feel bad. But two, like I don't want to have to deal with the body. Like I would and I would feel like a bitch because like I would have to go get my neighbor to like gut it and I'd be like like feel weird about it. I feel like if I can't gut it, I shouldn't kill it, right? Been at it 29 years. It's whatever. How do you get into a job like that? Was it like your dad was a butcher or something? Chef here, and it is what it is. I do enjoy having some weekdays off, less busy at stores and whatnot, but I do miss some weekend events like driving. Of course, yeah, I feel that. Mm-mm-mm. Trying to keep out on a link for like moods. Um, just finished this Frankenstein movie. It was all right. Might rewatch it when I'm more awake and feeling a movie like that. Are you talking about the Guillermo del Toro Frankenstein? I haven't checked it out yet. Gremlins 3 is confirmed to be coming out in 2027. That's what I hear. It's pretty cool. My question is, will Gremlins 3 be set on Christmas or another holiday or no holiday at all? Because as we know, the first Gremlins is a Christmas horror film, and I love it for that reason. It's amazing. Gremlins 2 was not a holiday horror film. It was just set in the city during like regular time. So I think it would be smart to recapture that Christmas vibe, if you know what I mean. I hope it's Christmas. Been at it ever since 72-year-old guy taught me, so I was like, shit, can do it for a while. Yeah, I mean, it's not, I guess it's not really a job where like, you know, I know people who are in like mining and gas wells and stuff like that, and that shit, you know, I couldn't imagine doing that at 72. All right, I think Moods is giving me a link, so I might end this here, guys, and try to get on with him. Stop on over there if you want, and yeah, see you later.